Hey guys, how are you? Happy Friday. So we're gonna give everybody a few minutes to get on in here. While that's going on, let me do a little bit of housekeeping. So want to remind everybody that the contest is going on, which is so much fun. We've got a few folks already sending in their photos. I can't wait to repost them. Basically, the contest is super easy. You come in, you get your treatment, you make a video, you do a selfie, doesn't matter, super easy, whatever it is, just come on in, take a little picture, do a little selfie. You know, you can even do it after you get back home. Go ahead and post that. Post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram, post it on TikTok if you like, and make sure you tag Mirror Mirror Skin Lab. The more follows, likes, shares that you have with your post, you will be able to become a winner of two amazing prizes. So the first place winner will get 50% off any laser package, which is huge. Okay, I'm never gonna do anything like that ever. So I wanted to make sure that this prize was good. I don't know if you guys recall, a couple of months ago, I said I was trying to think of a really good prize, and finally it's here. I know exactly what I'm about to do with it, which is give you guys 50% off of your total laser package. So not just like one laser session, but the whole package will be 50% off. Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I'm just reminding everybody about the contest. So that's going to be prize number one. Prize number two, you're going to get a full-size TKO treatment mask. So everybody knows so much about it. You love it a lot, and I know that it's super popular and folks really like what it can do for their skin. So that's going to be completely free for the second prize, okay? So first prize, you get 50% off your laser package. Second prize, you get a free TKO treatment mask. So I feel like this is going to be great. These are great prizes. You guys, all you gotta do is just make sure you show out on the Skin Lab, Mirror Mirror Skin Lab. Make sure you get that up on social media. And while you guys are on here right now for the live, don't forget to like, follow, and share the page. Send your friends to come like the page. Help me get this page to be a little bit more robust. Run it up. You like the lab? Show me how much you like it, okay? So don't forget to go ahead and participate in that prize. It's going to be all the way up until the end of July, so July 31st. So you have a chance to come in and do your thing. All right, guys, so let's get into it with regards to today's topic of the live. So embarrassing skin questions. We're going to continue this series. Let's get into it. So first part is going to be for everybody. The second part is going to be just for the ladies. So first part, let's talk a little bit about this question here, which I feel is never really embarrassing, but if you guys feel a little bit bashful about asking it, that's the whole purpose of this series. So that question, if you have eczema, skin irritation, or sunburn, are you able to get waxed or lasered? So the short answer to that is if you are going through a flare-up of any of those situations. If you have an eczema situation, if you were recently at the beach and got a really bad sunburn, or if you have a breakout that's extremely inflamed, really red, really angry, really irritated, at that point in time, no, you may not get waxed or lasered. It's really not a good idea to disrupt that skin at that point in time. It's already going through a level of irritation. Sometimes it might be going through a level of breakdown as well as when it's going through those types of flare-ups. So you want to make sure that you are not annoying it even more. In fact, waxing or laser can actually cause that to have more flare-up. So you want to make sure that your skin is in decent condition before you start any of these types of hair removal treatments. And honestly, as far as we're talking about the realm of hair removal, you know, waxing and laser is what we focus on here in the lab, but I want to make sure that you understand whether it's sugaring, whether it's threading, whatever type of hair removal process you're about to go through, you want to make sure you're doing it on skin that's not inflamed, not freaking out, okay? So if you have sunburn, that's a no. And I mean a recent sunburn. We got to make sure that the sunburn has had an opportunity to calm down and heal. If you have a flare-up with eczema, a flare-up with psoriasis, if you have a flare-up with like hives, irritation, or a rash, or any type of, you know, really irritated, inflamed skin breakdown situation, you want to make sure you gotta get that sorted out first. then you can move on to hair removal second. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, does that mean that if you've ever had any of those things that you can't get these treatments? Absolutely not. We just want to make sure it's not active. So hopefully, that's clear. Laser is definitely something that can be on the table once you have those in check. Another great question, now that I'm talking about it and I'm remembering another question that came through that I feel like should be addressed, I'm not going to even bother saving it for another time. Let's talk about it today, because it is the summer, right? So it's the summer, you're going to be out at the beach, you're going to be out, doing all kinds of activities. It's, intense sun at this time in this season right now. Can you do laser in the summer? Again, we got to make sure that, we have that does it make sense answer. So if you are somebody who is not going to be exposing yourself to intense sun, if you are not going to be at the beach, if you're not going to be, going hiking or something like that, where you're going to be all in the sun, catching a really deep tan, if you're not going through any of those things, if you're going to be working from home all summer, if you're not going to be exposed to sun, you're not going to picnics, festivals, whatever, you can get laser. The whole situation with, I shouldn't do laser in the summer is if you plan on being in intense heat or intense sun for extended periods of time, then you have to plan wisely. So here's how we would help somebody plan their laser session. So say this weekend I'm going to the beach. So I'm not going to get laser done this week. I'm also not going to get laser done 2 weeks after I come back from the beach. If this weekend is the only weekend I'm going to be going to the beach this entire month, then I can get laser. I just need to wait 2 weeks after my beach trip this weekend. Does that make sense? Hopefully you understand that's kind of the formula that we use to work around dealing with, going to the beach. So that's the workaround for being able to keep up with your laser treatments in the summer. We just need to plan wisely. Now, don't use this formula and try to cheat and try to get a chemical peel, okay? Because chemical peels are a no-no, period, in the summer. So don't cheat, all right? So that's the information I wanted to share with you guys today for the mixed audience. So now if there's any guys on the live, I would say thank you so much for joining. Have a fabulous weekend. You can now hit the X button and sign off, okay? Because this next part is just for the ladies. So you can go now. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. All right? All right, so did all the guys leave now? All right, ladies, so let's get into it. So another question that came in that I felt really needed to be addressed was with regards to that time of the month. Let's get into it because, this is something that all ladies face for years. Every month, there's no working around it, but at the same time, you still need to get stuff done. So what do we need to do to make that happen? So let's talk about time of the month and getting either wax or laser. So can you get this done any point in time of the month? You absolutely can. There's really no time that you should say you can't get lasered or you can't get waxed, okay? So regardless of where you fall within your cycle on the calendar, it doesn't matter. You can get these two types of laser hair removal. What I recommend to folks who have a type of sensitivity during that time of the month or sometime within their cycle, they're a little bit more hypersensitive, which can happen. Not everybody experiences this, but this is very common. It's because, during at certain points of your cycle, there's more blood flow to the area. And I'm going to give Brazilian as an example, okay? There's going to be more blood flow in that area. So either, ripping the hair out with wax or getting the little zaps with the laser, yeah, you're going to feel it a little bit more. Is it unbearable? No. Can it be done? Yes. Are there things you can do to work around it? Absolutely. If you're one of my clients and you're getting laser, there's things that I absolutely share with folks so that their laser experience is as comfortable as possible. So once you sign up for laser treatment with me, I definitely go through some steps and prep you so that when you come in, you're super comfortable for your laser treatment, okay? There's a few things that we do. I prep you beforehand so you know exactly what to do and expect when you come in for laser, okay? Very, very easy. So again, based on where you are in your cycle, I would say if you're somebody who is very fortunate and you can be really regular and you're able to map it out on a calendar, like where you actually fall within your cycle, I recommend folks to say, let's plan to do your hair removal treatment not when you're finished and not when you're about to start your cycle. Smack dab in the middle is where you want to be if you want to have as much comfort as possible. So that's what I recommend for any type of hair removal, whether it's laser or waxing. You want to be right smack in the middle of your cycle, not when you just came off and not when you are about to go on. So if you are somebody who doesn't have that type of reliability with your cycle, which I completely understand, you know, it just has a mind of its own, and sometimes you might be in the middle of the month, sometimes you might be at the end of the month. It can happen. You're not weird. It just happens. Look, if that's the case and you're unable to map out what beginning and end of your cycle actually is, that's when we're going to have a conversation about things you're going to do to prep before your session so that it is as comfortable as possible, right? Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Then another really popular question is, can I get laser or wax during pregnancy? So I'm going to split this up in two areas. Okay, so for laser, when you are pregnant, I would say that once you're out of your first trimester, I would say, like, don't bother with the laser, okay? Waxing, if you are, you know, regardless of where you are in your trimester, again, I think that you might want to plan wisely, because again, pregnancy really increases blood flow to a lot of different areas of your body. So you will feel the pull of the wax a little bit harder than normal. You will be more sensitive to it. And in addition, the hair is going to grow a lot faster when you're pregnant. So if you feel like, okay, I got waxed the beginning of the month, I usually don't need to go back again till next month, you may find that when you're pregnant that within 2 weeks the hair has come back. Not unusual, not unheard of, actually extremely common, and it may happen. So again, you want to talk to your technician, whoever you're going to, have a discussion about how far along you are in your pregnancy. That way you can discuss the options, whether you want to do laser or waxing, and then also you want to plan where you want to do it. You want to plan when you want to do it. You also want to plan what you can do to prep ahead of time for that treatment as well. So if you are pregnant, that's definitely a discussion you want to have with your technician before you move forward with any type of hair removal. And let's see. Oh, breastfeeding. Can I do? Okay, so breastfeeding, if you are breastfeeding, so, you know, baby's here, great. Now you're breastfeeding. If you are breastfeeding, I would say laser is a no-no. Okay? You want to make sure that if you are waxing, if you're waxing, breastfeeding, based on some of the clients that have come in, you know, it's a little bit on the sensitive side. I would say hold on. As much as the hair may irritate you to death, which I understand that, just as far as the practice here in the lab is concerned, anybody who's in their breastfeeding stage, I would personally just, you know, thank them for coming to see me, but recommend that they come back to see me once they're done breastfeeding. And that's just the practice here in the lab. Everybody is different. I understand that, but that's just the rule that we follow here. And, you know, I think that's just the safest way to go when it comes to that. As far as a few things that you should stay away from, okay, so, definitely want to drop this. If you are doing laser treatment, you know, some people are saying, like, what kind of skin conditions, if I have that, do I need to avoid laser? So let's just say there's some contraindications to laser. So let me give you a general list of contraindications to laser. If you guys have more questions, feel free to reach out to me on DM or email, and I'll be happy to go over them. Okay, so here's a couple general ones. Sunburn, like we mentioned before, sunburn. If you had sunburn recently, laser is not for you. We need to wait to get that sunburn under control before you move forward with laser, okay? Next up is psoriasis. Again, you know, we had that conversation. Eczema and psoriasis, kind of like in the same family. Eczema and psoriasis, if you're going through an active period, having eczema and psoriasis flare-ups, laser, no. You're going to have to put that on hold until you get that flare-up under control or you're out of that flare-up period, okay? Let's see, active bleeding. If you're somebody who has skin tears very easily, you have fragile, sensitive skin, you have a, sometimes an opportunity where you bleed very easily from easily bruised, tears, rips, scars, whatever. Laser is definitely not for you, so we have to skip that. Histamines. If you have a reaction to histamines, so histamines, like during the springtime when you have crazy allergies and you're getting set off with the watery eyes and the sneezing, if you have a high reaction to histamines, then I recommend that you have a conversation with your technician and talk about if laser is right for you. Depending on how severe your reactions are, you may need to come up with an alternative to laser. Let's see. Oh, vitiligo. Yeah, we have to talk about that. So if you're somebody who has a situation where you have vitiligo, if you have vitiligo yourself, if you have it in your family lineage, I would say that this is an opportunity for you to have a conversation with your technician and really discuss if laser is right for you. In general, if you have active vitiligo, laser is definitely not for you. But again, everybody's different and individual how they handle it. So you might want to have a conversation with your technician and your dermatologist to make sure that you are a candidate for laser if that's something you would like to move forward with. So hopefully this is a nice little snapshot of things that you should look out for. If you don't fall into any of these categories, then you should definitely look into laser. If you're looking for relief from having to shave all the time and wax all the time, definitely, have a conversation. Send me a DM or an email. Let's talk about how we can use laser to help you with your hair removal situations. I know I got another question about PCOS. So if you have PCOS and you're looking for a better solution for hair removal, again, have a conversation with your technician. I like to really talk to my clients to find out if they're on medication, really get the full picture of what your PCOS situation looks like before moving forward with any type of laser treatment. Even if I'm moving forward with a wax treatment, that's something that we have to have a conversation about. So again, if you guys have questions about hair removal, whether it's laser or waxing, definitely give me a shout, send me a DM, I'm happy to answer them. Other than that, we're going to continue with these embarrassing skin questions. I love getting these questions. I love being able to answer them and make sure I put people at ease so they understand the right decisions that they need to make to move forward for their skin. Send them by email or DM. Happy to answer them. We're going to come back again next week and get another question answered. Other than that, have a fabulous weekend. You guys are going away. Enjoy your trip, and I will see you in the lab. Bye.